finding something in him.
And Toussaint didn't see it. If Toussaint sees him, he can avoid him. But he thinks, no way is that guy going to get up and make that play.
What a play by Michael
has to
Johnson.
Take a timeout. They've got 28 seconds now.
Yep.
And they're at a 4th and 3.
Obviously, they're going to go for it.
This is the game
this
here.
This is the game for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
They can't win it on this play, but they can lose it right here. Cincinnati, that defense can win it for their embattled offense with a backup quarterback.
Still one timeout. They could run. They're not going to, but they could run the ball and take a timeout. And
Cincinnati's going to take their last timeout to make sure they know how to defend. Yep. Pittsburgh had come out with nobody in the backfield, an empty set. And I guess Cincinnati
surprising, giving Ben Roethlisberger's arm, but at the same time,
well, we don't know the shape of Ben Roethlisberger's arm.
That's
true. It was his right arm that he hurt.
Yep, that was his throwing arm, and he hasn't really gone over the top since then on this drive. So it'll be interesting to see, especially in a situation where if they pick up this first down. And if they play it like we need to pick up the first down and then we can possibly go for the Hail Mary, it'll be interesting to see his arm strength. Again, as we cut to Jeremy Hill, possibly the camera people trying to get some of those chunky tears out of Jeremy Hill like they did with Emmanuel Sanders.
Oh, no, you're thinking of Noshawn Moreno.
Yes, I am. I am another Denver
Bronco.
Bronco.
What you're talking about.
No Sean Moreno, not Emmanuel Sanders. But here we go. Ben Roethlisberger out in the gun in an empty backfield.
They come out with the same set. Theoretically, the Bengals should be ready for it this time.
Bengals pressure coming.
And
it's
easily complete to Antonio Brown.
They're going to need to call a timeout right now.
And they'll get it. They'll get it called. Keep in mind, if you're a fan of the college game, the clock does not stop on a first down inside of 2 minutes like it does.
So Ben Roethlisberger's motion there, just such a quick release on that sidearm submarine-style pitch throw to Antonio Brown. Just gets rid of it when the pressure's coming. It's in this situation, and in this situation in the past, in his career, it served him very, very well. So. Now here's the conundrum. You don't have any timeouts. You can't run the ball. You absolutely cannot run the ball. You have to throw it to the sideline.
Until you get in a decent range. If you get inside maybe the 25-yard line, you can run it and then spike it. True. But at this point, I agree. You got to throw the ball.
Yep.
They come out looking to throw. Heath Miller's going to move. Nope, he's just a felt. They're trying to see if anybody's in man coverage. Surely they're not. Miller looks free. Man. It's thrown over the middle.
Good defense there. Oh my God, there's a flag on the play. Could that be a pass interference? That would be absolute death for this for this Cincinnati Bengals team.
But speaking of,
man down,
does not look good for Antonio Brown.
Man
the
down on the
Pittsburgh
field.
Steelers' best offensive player
versus Adam Pac-Man Jones on defense. It's looking like the call might be on Pac-Man Jones. Oh my goodness Christ! It's Vontae's perfect.
I didn't even have to look at the sheet.
First down. For the Pittsburgh Steelers.
He's such a good player, but he is also just so... and that's God.
What a terrible play by Burfict.
Total dirt.
You cannot do
total
that.
Scum.
A chance to possibly win this wild card game, and Vontae's Burfict lowers his head into the body of Antonio Brown and
takes him out with his shoulder. He doesn't
shoulder
have
to
the
ball. Helmet.
Even if he had the ball... That would be a defenseless receiver. Brown does not even see him coming.
There are two steps
or maybe
here.
He does, but no chance to move his
ball.
body.
No. And that is the right call. Again, the Cincinnati Bengals have seen a couple of bad
just
calls.
Known as one of... he's incredibly talented. He's incredibly
talented.
You saw what the interception
still on the field.
He is also just known as one of the dirtiest players in the NFL.
Yep.
Constantly, along with Adam Pac-Man Jones in his younger years... constantly brought up as a dirty player.
Yep.
Along with Dominic Sue, you have...
Sue though, has kind of cleaned up his act in recent years.
And here we go. And here it is. Who did I say? Yeah. It's Adam Pac-Man Jones now getting
another flag on the... Whoa! That's going to be on the Bengals, too!
Cincinnati fans, I'm sorry. Look, I don't love the Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's got some dirty players.
Yeah.
You've got dirty players all over this rivalry. That's part of why it's fun to watch. But you can't root for Vontae's perfect.
This is going to be on
and
John
Adam Pac-Man Jones in this scenario. They just never have been good guys at any point.
This might be enough to bring the Pittsburgh Steelers, if this is indeed on the Bengals as we think it is. This might be enough to put him into field goal range.
Will it be on Dunlap? Will it be on Adam Pac-Man Jones? What is the call?
The fact that Marvin Lewis is not out on his field actively strangling his players is beyond me.
He's a calm man. They're still trying to sort it out, and now we go to the call.
Oh my God.
And it's Pac-Man Jones. Now they are well within field goal range. And Pittsburgh is in the driving seat. And look at Burfict comes back in trying to make peace. Brown is having absolutely none of it.
But he's walking off the field having been injured. He's not doing anything.
And let's see, what does Pac-Man Jones do here?
If he goes to...
He must have
I can't imagine
something. What he said.
He must have said
so Brown is having
bad.
none of it. And now what is Pac-Man? The angles we have aren't going to show what really went down. But... you'll imagine that I don't know why you're talking shit to a player who's just been absolutely had his head chopped off, leveled by one of your teammates.
Especially,
you're going to talk shit. I don't care.
After the flag,
I don't care if the trainer, throws off the player's hand.
Yeah,
that's not exactly the most sporting thing to do. But you know what? You just don't talk shit. I'm sorry.
No.
You just have no leg to stand on.
Again, not on an injured player.
Hey, man, how dare you slap our hand away?
Right, yeah.
How dare you slap our hand?
Pittsburgh now
and you know what?
on the 17-yard line going for a field goal.
I would say if he's a young player, I'd say he's learned. And here you go. He's in this huge situation.
Pac-Man Jones
it might have cost him the game, but Adam Pac-Man Jones has been doing this for about 10 years. He's just never going to learn. He's just a good enough quarterback that nobody cares. And here he is, the backup kicker.
Looks good for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Wow. And the Cincinnati Bengals defense
penalized themselves out of this game, perhaps, if they can't put something together.
It would be amazing if A.J. McCarron is able to put together some sort of miraculous 14-second Hail Mary drive for this Cincinnati Bengals team. But as it stands, the discipline of this Bengals team
through by Chris Boswell, the backup kicker. The 1-year pro out of
Lewis Harris.
Poor Lewis Harris.
I was going to say.
It had nothing to do with it.
Nothing to do with anything. Making some great plays on defense. Doing all he can to help his team. How hard is it to watch other players on your team, possibly.
That's hard.
That play, there is nothing that can... What are you doing?
Look at him grabbing. And the Steelers coach is just the Steelers coach knows what he was doing. He's like, all I have to do is walk in there and get close. And somebody's going to do something dirty because that's just
unbelievable. Seriously, unbelievable. I was, the storyline here for the Bengals would have been amazing. Having A.J. McCarron lead them to a playoff berth, But having seen the way their defense had played, chippy games are chippy games. Rivalry games are rivalry games. Things will happen. But there's no excuse for lowering your shoulder into an opponent's helmet when you literally have the time, you have the space to pull up and not do that when the play is over. There's the kick.
It's a deep one.
They're not going to
use
be
the return
here.
And Pac-Man's going to try and take it out.
Yeah,
he's going to try and make up for the fact And he gives him a little bit of field position. He had to try there. He had to try there. Starting on the 20 would have been no good.
6 seconds left.
Plus, as one of the people responsible for the field goal, he has to feel like he has to try. What did he do?
Oh my
God. It's still not clear.
Yeah, it's not clear why he was penalized.
Maybe we shouldn't jump all over him. We didn't see
that's
what
true.
happened.
That's true.
We're just assuming from his history of slapping strippers and other such things.
The other thing is that the penalty on Burfict was so clear. It was so absolutely cut and dry.
What are you doing?
Big
McCarron is going out to his right. He's got this is the last play, and he's beyond the line of scrimmage.
Okay, and that's going to be
And
he wasn't beyond the line. But
there you have it, Bengals fans. You know,
wow.
Your team put up a good fight, trying to come from behind,
and AJ McCarron did absolutely all he could,
but you gave the game away.
And you can literally in not many games can you literally point to one player or two players and say those are the people that cost us the game. But those two penalties literally put Pittsburgh in field goal range, into field goal range, in easy field goal range. The Burfict penalty put them into field goal range. And then the Pac-Man Jones penalty made the kick easy.
For a backup kicker, no less.
Absolutely. You have to be aware of that kind of thing.
Let's just hope that these teams get off the field without any further violence.
Right.
Let's hope the fans don't riot in the parking lot.
And again,
I wouldn't blame the fans for rioting. They saw a lot of tough stuff. They probably couldn't see what we saw. It was a good game. It was a close game.
It was a very good game. I don't want to take
a lot of bad play,
right?
But it was a great game. It was a good entertaining game.
And again, the person I feel the most for is Chris Lewis Harris. Personally,
just after that shot,
after that shot, well, because he made a great defensive play right before that play to break up a pass, and then to see. Oh man!
Oh, buddy!
Yeah, you got to feel for the Bengals fans. It's not something you want to see, especially in a rivalry game. When on the whole the defense is playing out of their mind.
Yeah,
right.
Having a great game.
Absolutely.
Oh, but you know who I would like to see cry?
Who?
Vontae's
Perfect and Adam Pac-Man Jones.
Although Marvin Lewis is having none of it.
Yeah, no. What? How?
Adam Pac-Man Jones is crying. All right. You piece of garbage. Oh, that's satisfying.
Jeez.
Oh man! And I used to root. He used to play for the Titans, and I used to root for the Titans. And I tell you, we kicked him off the team, and probably too late. I don't mean to be sanctimonious.
Well, so here's God!
I used to root for him, and just watching him cry after he just tossed that game away for his team. That is Schadenfreude at its best. You fucked up, Adam. You fucked up.
Yep. We got Kansas City matching up against the New England Patriots. And then the Steelers at Denver.
That's a shame because I think the Steelers don't really have a chance to move on. And I thought that Kansas City might have a chance against
if they got matched up with
Denver. But it's going to be tough for them.
It's going to be tough against the Patriots.
I'd still rather watch that game.
I think that game will be really, really interesting. Because the secondary on the Patriots, oh man. I just feel so bad for the Bengals fans. I'm sorry, man. It makes me sad. It makes me really sad to see AJ McCarron drive down the field, give his team the chance to win, and then that. Anyway, back to Patriots Chiefs. The Patriots secondary is spotty, right? They got a couple real good talents. And then a couple real weak spots in their secondary. So it'll be interesting to see if Alex Smith can take advantage of that with his natural speed and with his receiving weapons. Now, Tom Brady doesn't have many wide receiver options. right? The wide receiving core is spotty.
They did get Brandon LaFell back from injury, but still not
but
good.
No, they like Gronk is out, right? All their main kind of go-to backs, Edelman is out.